Do you have a favorite Bible story? I know most of us probably do. Stories like Moses in the Exodus, or Noah's Ark, or Joshua in the Battle of Jericho. One that always makes it in my top 10 is when Jesus walked on the water. I love this story because it shows Jesus' power in such a personal way. You see, after feeding the 5,000, Jesus dismissed the crowds and he sent the disciples away in a boat to head to the opposite shoreline. After praying for a while, when the boat was already a long way offshore, Jesus left the shore and walked out to the disciples on the water. Now the men were afraid because there was heavy wind and waves, and they were even more afraid when they spotted Jesus, thinking he must be some sort of ghost. But Jesus called out to them, and they realized it was him. So Peter called back and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come out to you on the water." And at Jesus' word, Peter stepped out of the boat and started walking on the water toward Jesus as well. The important part of this story is that Peter walked on the water while his eyes were fixed on Jesus, because he believed that Jesus could bring him out on the waves. But as soon as he remembered the wind and the waves, he let fear creep in and began to doubt in his heart, and he immediately started to sink. This demonstrates a reality that is so personal to each of us. You see, we all have to answer these basic questions throughout life. Do I really believe in Jesus? Is he really the Son of God? Does he really have power to help me in my life? Can I trust him? It's a reality that our lives are going to be filled with difficult circumstances, disappointments, and sometimes even tragedies. And if we let those things breed fear and doubt in our hearts, the world will surely drown us. But if we fix our eyes on Jesus, we will surely overcome the world. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.